I originally wasn't about to say nothing, but I can't just not say nothing about it. So I'm gonna try to keep this as real short and as simple and straight to the point. I don't have to know you or like you or love you or talk to you, whatever, to care about the subject of mental health. And I feel like a lot of people keep playing with the topic for clout. There's a lot of people that sit here and keep using mental health as a hashtag the whole time. They be the main ones in the comments or on the phone or in person or with their friends, bullying somebody, talking about somebody, picking on somebody, trolling on somebody, jumping on the bandwagon of doing that with somebody, not even caring or knowing or being sensitive to what it is they actually go through, whether or not it's justified to y'all, whether or not, they're part of the problem, their own problem, whether or not they are there, you know, maybe they are a key to why they're even in the situation. Maybe to y'all they did get help, didn't get help, don't care to get help, whatever have you, whether or not they're a crash out, whatever the freaking case is. It is so many insensitive, disrespectful, disgusting, despicable people and inhumane people that will sit there and laugh about somebody that is literally going through something mentally. They will add on it, and then when something tragic happens, they want to be the main ones trying to jump in, crying with these fake alligator tears, making videos about them, and then turning around saying, oh no, they didn't deserve that, but won't be the main ones that stand in and say, hey, let me reach out a helping hand and see if you're okay. In addition to that, I don't know. It's a very upsetting subject. I just did a video that I want y'all to listen to, and again, it doesn't matter what the situation was, but it's like once an unaliving, a sickness, a death occurs, then people want to get in and try to disassociate because they don't want to live with the fact that they were a part of the problem and not the solution. So to use these people's videos, whether or not unaliving was natural, whether or not it was caused personally, whether or not it was from natural causes, whatever have you, the fact of the matter remains that whoever it is that is no longer here on this planet was somebody's loved one, somebody's cherished one, and somebody that somebody cared about, whether or not they were a good person or a bad person. At the end of the beginning of the day, y'all control and say whatever it is that y'all want, but they're not even here to defend themselves. So I just did a video, and again, to the people who have lost their loved ones, whether or not I know you or not, my condolences. My condolences, and I pray that again God wraps his arms around y'all and know that I'm not doing this for clout, for money, for views, for comments, for nothing. But I just had to say something because I can't stand back and watch the injustices that transpire. And whether or not you agree with where I stand or what I stand for, at least I stand for something, because this is retarded. Rest in peace to the baby girl who unalived herself on live, whether or not she did it because she was. Again, I extend my love and support and my heart to Risa and her family, the girl that unalived herself on live, whether it was a prank, a joke, a dare. At the end of the day, she lost her life behind it, behind social media. And so I just ask that, again, that, the family, if they do happen to see this, I'm sorry in advance for the trolls, for the heartless, inhumane individuals that egged it on, that played a part in it, and that are the reasons why this is the last image of you or the last video that is, circulating around. I just hope that you would just keep the good memories in your heart and help keep her legacy and her memory alive, not as the victim, but as your cherished loved one. And I extend my love and my condolences to you and your family.
The minute you disrespect your mother, I got a problem. Go ahead, Dangerous. How you doing?
Thank you. I'm blessed. Thank you so much for asking. But I'm gonna just say this. I really originally was not about to get up in here and say shit at all. But excuse my French. This is one of the most horrendous, inhumane, insensitive chat I ever seen. Again, let's be clear. We're all upset. This was all something that maybe even though we said it out of being funny, out of trolling, out of being mad, out of just talking, out of just jumping on the bandwagon with everybody else, at the end and the beginning of the day, whether or not this woman was a saint, an angel, a demon, or whatever, she was still a human being. She was still somebody's child. She was still somebody's person. And if she had friends, maybe she did. I don't know, not saying she did or not. Whether or not everybody knew that this woman had mental issues, she never should have been on social media to begin with, because if she really did come on a social platform to get a sense of family, a sense of friendship, a sense of community, they failed her miserably. Maybe she failed herself. At the end of the beginning of the day, back then in the day, mental health, it was not publicized, it was not promoted, and it definitely wasn't encouraged. It's not funny to play on somebody's mental because you never know if the words you say is the last one that's going to push a person to the edge, whether or not she jumped in and said stuff too. Sometimes you can get online trying to be funny, trying to troll because lo and behold, you're hurt. Sometimes people will wake up not even wanting to see another day, but they say, hey, let me just get on and see what's going on, jump in on the bandwagon, trying to just be funny, but the whole time they hurting and they reaching out for help. At the end of the beginning of the day, I've seen enough videos to see the people in the comment that's here right now in the comments did tell her to do so, whether or not she returned it too. Sometimes you try to say ugly stuff back to keep yourself from breaking down and hurting as much as you really are hurting, just to keep that, you know what I'm saying, to keep that girth about you, because you really do have to have tough skin to be a streamer on this platform. You really do have to have tough skin to keep your head up, that by the time you get off, you don't walk around feeling like, goddamn, I got a whole trash can now that I got to release. There's several times on this live that I had to literally walk away and feel like, like what the hell was that? It's ugly, it's disgusting, and it's traumatizing. And to play on somebody's mental, knowing that she was mentally, whether she was going in and out of rehab, and then to keep being in the comments, adding on, saying, go do this, go do that, whether or not she attempted it or not, whether or not she did it just to be funny and it turned around and it worked out for her good in the wrong way, that's not the point. It's still somebody's child. It's still a life gone. There is no justification for why this happened to her. And the fact that everybody in the comment could care less and are saying, oh, well, she did this. That's not the point. You guys are missing the whole entire point. Words hurt, words kill. And at one point, we said justice for us all. Then the next minute, we said street justice. Now is fuck justice. She deserved it. Oh, well, there's another life on the planet. Oh, well, she's gone. So what? It don't matter. It's still a person. It's still a human. We did not get on here to say she was right or wrong. We said that, oh my gosh, I had to sit there at this time and time in the comments and watching this thing actually happen actually happen in real life. Once you tell a person something, once you throw a rock, once you throw a stone, once you break a glass, you can't take it back. I just hope after today, because I'm utterly affected. I don't even know the woman. But at the end of the day, just to see the carelessness of our people, and we claim black on black crime, we're doing it to ourselves. So I hope after today, y'all go hug y'all loved one. Y'all go watch the words that come out your mouth. Y'all watch the power that y'all have. There is power in the tongue. Just by you saying that, just by she reading that, can internalize that for somebody else some different way. Your words and your tongue, it is a gun. So everybody who said something about it is held equally responsibly internally, whether we know it was you or not. You guys are all responsible. For those that saw her hurting and didn't reach out are responsible. For those that knew she wasn't okay and allowed her to still be on live is responsible. For those who did not go over there and check on her, whether or not you just sent a text or not, you're responsible. For those who joked around, trolled around, asked her for stuff, knowing her heart, abused her by knowing that she wasn't in the right mind, but still allow her to be on your platform as a freaking puppet, treating her like a clown in your show, and you're sleeping at night and she's hurting at night. You're all fucking responsible. And that breaks my soul. Because I care. You should care. I have a child. That's somebody's child that will no longer be here. It's not funny. And she will be held responsible for the stuff that she said, yes, but we didn't get a chance to address that because she's not here. And again, everybody in the comment, y'all victim blaming, saying, oh, well, she did. Oh, well, okay. That's yours to have. Y'all can troll that somewhere else on your life. That's not what we're here for. That's not what the hell we're here for. And then to say that some of the videos that GV played, like I said, read the room. Y'all came in here automatically talking. He just specifically said he touched on this woman a few lives ago. And he woke up yesterday in the midst of the live that we were doing to address the recap and then say the update. Whether or not you agree with it or not, then go take these videos and go on your live and have a live that you agree with. We're not here for that. We're not here for that. At the end of the day, whoever her friends are, whoever her family members are, Rest in peace. My condolences to your beloved. And I pray that God wraps his arms around y'all and teaches us all to watch what the hell we say, watch how we treat each other, and hold our own close. And if you see somebody hurting and you see something, say something. Because if you don't stand up for nothing at all, you'll fall for everything, whether or not it was an attempt or whether or not she actually succeeded. And unfortunately, she made an attempt and she succeeded. Watch your tongue, because you will all be held accountable for it. Now I'll go on mute.
You want to unmute? You want to unmute?
My bad.
Here, it's not about me at all. It's my personal experience and knowing that, and I'm just going to tell you, I freely give the money that I give on here. And it is to an addiction that I deal with. I have to be careful with how much money I spend on here. But I've heard a lot of people say that she sought mental help. Okay, let me explain to y'all that inside those facilities, inside those hospitals, wherever it may be, the help that should be given is not given. A lot of times what they do is they start throwing pills at you, and they start making you to where you're numb. You feel nothing. And a lot of people, once they leave those facilities, they quit taking those medicines because they don't like feeling that way. And so, for everybody to sit out here and say that there's help, there's not. In case y'all don't know, they've cut the funding on mental help. And so a lot of hospitals have closed. A lot of things have shut down, and the help is not out there like people think it is.
So if the help is not there, what is secondary?
I wished I had that answer for you because honestly, I struggle every day. I struggle every day. Do the medications help? They do help. Does counseling help? It does help. But there's just so many more factors to it. And unfortunately, I just don't see the help that is truly needed. A lot of times in these facilities, what I'm seeing is people being there with degrees to make the money off the insurance, not to actually help the patient get where they need to be to where they can function in life. And a lot of these counselors, it's unreal. It's unreal how different things are today than they used to be when they had the funding.
That is true. And I actually did go undercover one day. Like I did, because my people at one point kept trying to make me seem like I was crazy, right? And so I just went undercover one time. So I had a cop friend or whatever, and I was like, yo, take me to a mental hospital. And he's like, you sure? And I'm like, yeah, I just want a night away. So I went into this facility. They take all your clothes away. They take your ponytails, everything you got on you, because obviously they don't want anything that you have on you that you could possibly use to hurt yourself. They put you in a nightgown, and they tell you, and based upon your mental capacity, right? Say like you talk to yourself. They put you in specific corners in one room. Everybody's in one room. There's nothing but chairs, a blanket, and a TV that's barely on. I had to sit there and watch somebody seize out in front of us, and they barely got up to go help her. And they told everybody to sit down from 9 p.m. all the way till 3 p.m. They kept telling everybody, go sit down. And they only fed them like twice a day. And around the clock, maybe like every 3 to 5 hours, they were bringing pills to each person. You couldn't go anywhere. You couldn't talk to anybody. You couldn't go outside. There were no activities. You couldn't hear the TV. And you had to just literally just sit in a dark room. Like they had like dim lights You didn't have nobody to talk to. There was no type of people that were there to coach you and say, hey, on the outside, this is what you're going to deal with here. It's easy for you to be on the inside because you're kept away from the distractions on the outside. But when you go back into the real world, did they teach you how to cope with the stuff on the outside? They got you in there every day doing the same thing, you know what I'm saying? Just like school, just like jail. But then when you go outside and you see those same distractions, how are you going to be able to cope with, okay, now I got to tell myself I don't need that. And that's why I say community is important. Whether or not she got on this platform reaching out for help, trying to do stuff to fit in at the end of the beginning of the day, she's right. There is no real genuine help unless you really know where to go find it. They just feed you medication to keep you calm, keep you chill, keep you level-headed. And when you get out, you might get addicted to the dopamines that you once had on the inside. Now you got to go search for the high on the outside. And you just go right back into the same pattern. I wasn't addicted to anything. I just wanted to see what they were really doing and see if they were really helping. And they were just keeping them drugged up and telling them to sit down for the whole day.